Today I will show you how you can create breathtaking insects inspired by the wonderful artist Japparii. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced user, you will learn valuable techniques to elevate your 3D skills.
What you will learn today.
First, step-by-step methods to integrate insect shapes and details. Second, techniques to add details to bring your insect to life. Third, time-saving shortcuts and best practices to streamline your 3D modeling process. Fourth, how to apply realistic textures and materials for a polished look. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell to more awesome content.
The 3D objects.
Find the code in the video and get free project files. Good luck, guys. Alright, let's start with the tutorial. First we delete the light, the cube and the camera with the X key. And first we start with this down part here. And for this we go under Add, Mesh and we need the UV sphere. Change now here on the axis cross to X to get a better overview. And in this window you can change the values. We need for rings 48 and radius 0.35. To use the array modifier in this case correctly, we need first the empty plane axis and hold now Shift and S and go to cursor to world origin. In the next step, we select the UV sphere, go under the modifier tag and we choose the array modifier. So we need a count of 5. Here we change the value to 0 and under Z we need minus 0.3. Now we put the check mark under object offset and we insert here our empty. Select now the empty, open here the transform window on the side. Now we can rescale it to 0.8 in all axes. To get this cool result, we can change the rotation to -10 in the x-axis to get this cool shape. Select the sphere object, press with the right mouse button on it and choose the shade smooth. Perfect. Now we will create the head. And for this we need also a new UV sphere and rename the layers to head and body. So bring the head a little bit up and rescale it. We need 1.5 in the x-axis and 1.08 in z. In the next step we create the eyes and for this we need a new UV sphere and rescale it. We need 0.7 in x, 0.85 in y and 0.8 in Z. Now bring it up and bring it to the right position. Rename the sphere to eye. Go now under the modifier tag and insert mirror. And under mirror object, insert the head. Now we get the perfect projection on the other side. Now we duplicate the head to create the middle part of the insect. And here we change the scale value to 1.2 in X and Y1 is right and Z1. Select now the middle part, rename it to body middle. Select everything here on the top and shade smooth. The next step we create here the teeth and for this we need a cone. Here we change radius 1 to 0.1 and the depth to 0.4. Bring the cone to the side and in the next step we have to transform it. And to do it we go under the edit mode and now we insert some cuts. We need the bisect tool and first we do it here on the top. In the next step we take the loop cut, set one cut. Now we can increase the number of cuts 30. That looks good. Press enter when you are happy with the result and go back to the object mode. In the next step, select the cone, go to the modifier tag and choose simple deform. Here we choose bend and we change the axis to Y. Under the transform window you can now rotate it. This looks like a good position. Alright, here we also use again the mirror tool. And we also insert under mirror object our head. Perfect. Rename the cone to teeth. Press with the right mouse button on it and shade it smooth. The next step we will create here the nose part. To create it we have to copy and paste the teeth. Delete the new head here. Select it, rename it to nose, and delete the deformers. Press the X icon for it. And under the transform window, you can rescale it. We need 2.5 in X, 2 in Y, and bring it up. If you want to know if the nose is perfectly centered here on the head, zero out the X value in the location. In the next step, we will create the trunk here. For this, we need first a new cylinder, and here we change the radius to 0.2 and depth to 0.5. Sorry, I mean here in the radius 0.02. Right, under scale we change 2.5 in X and Y and the rotation X to minus 55. So now you can bring it here to the right position. And to make it more realistic, we go here under the modifier window and choose bevel. And here we change the segments to 100. And we press also with the right mouse button on it and shade it smooth. Next step, we copy and paste the nose. And we change the scale value to 0.5 in X and Y. And Z we change to 1.63. Now you can bring it also to the right position. That looks good. Alright, select now the cylinder, rename it to trunk and this object also. In the next step, we will create our sensors here. And it's also really easy, guys. Copy and paste for it the body. Bring it here to the side. Select now the body, go under count and change it to 20. And change the value under Z to 0.7. Alright, now we came to the next step. We have to transform it. And it's important, select first the empty and go under scale and change the value to 0.42 in X and 0.37 in Y to get this result. And in the next step, we have to transform the main body here. And under scale, we choose 0.5 in X and Y. To get this cool result. Select now the empty again and under Y you can change the rotation. That looks good. Only select the object, press with the right mouse button on it and convert it to mesh. So now you can delete the second empty and it's a fixed object. Rename it to sensor and now you can rescale it here also on the side. Alright, this looks like a good result. These are my scale values. Select the sensor, go under generate, mirror and insert again the head. Under mirror object, perfect. So now we came to a little bit complicated part. It's the feet here. And to create it, we need first a cube. And we need here the transform window. Change the scale to 0.2 in X, to 0.1 in Y, and 0.6 in Z. So now you can bring it here to the side. And we go under the modifier tag and we choose subdivision surface. And we take 4 to viewport and 4 also for renderer. This is really important because we will later on transform it a little bit with the sculpt tools. And yeah, now we need the teeth. Copy and paste it. Delete the new created head that appear. Bring it here to the side and delete the mirror deformer and change the rotation in the transform window. Right, that looks good. Go now to the side view. Take it and rescale it, that it fits better to our object. It looks good. To get a better overview, we create here a new collection, rename it to feet, and select this both objects and put it here inside. And this cube we rename to down part. And that's it. Now we copy and paste this part here, rename it to up part. And here we change the scale values again. That looks good. These are my scale values. Take this part here, copy and paste it, bring it up. Change here the scale values again to something that you like. These are my values. And change the rotation. When you are happy with the result, copy and paste it twice so that we get 3 objects. The next step, we copy and paste the sensors, delete the new created head, take the sensor and delete the mirror tool. Now you can bring it here up and rescale it to a value that you like. When you're happy with the result, select it and we need again the mirror tool. and take this object here and change under axis to Y. That looks good. Alright, now we copy and paste it and delete here the mirror deformer so we can bring it here up and change the rotation values. The next step, we also change the scale value under Z to 0.3 and bring it to the right position. So that looks good. To use the sculpt tools in the next step, we have to select first the down part, objects, convert it to mesh, and after it, join it. And we also repeat it here, but we only take this objects here, not the sensors on the feet. Repeat it, convert it to mesh and join it. Oh, now it could be that here are some issues. Select it and go under mirror object and select a new object here inside. Alright, now we will everything remesh. That's important to save now the file. And first we start with the down part. Go under the modifier and we choose remesh. Here we choose a value of 0.02 and we put also a check mark under smooth shading. When you're happy with the result, select it and convert it to mesh. Now we repeat it with the up part. Here we also need remesh. Here we choose a value of 0.012. And we put also a check mark under shade smooth and we convert it to mesh so that the modifier get applied. Alright, now we can use the sculpt tools. We start with the down part, select it and we go here to sculpt mode. First we take the smooth tool and smooth it here a little bit down and also on the other side. Now we take the inflate tool. Here you can also change the radius and we inflate it here a little bit to get some structure and repeat it on the other side. So that looks good. And in the end we take the grab tool. Here we make the radius a little bit bigger and here we put it a little bit inside. Here we drag it out and here we make a connection between the two parts. Don't forget the other side. Here we also repeat it. With the grab tool you can add some cool details. Alright, when you're happy with the result, go back to the object mode. Select now this part, go again to the sculpt mode and here start again with the smooth tool. Here we need a smaller radius, smooth out this parts here. Don't forget the other side. Now we take the grab tool. Here we need again a bigger radius. And everywhere where the spike is, we use the tool to grab this part here inside to get the typical insect bead shape. So that looks good. Perfect. Go now back here to the object mode. Select now everything here on the top, convert it to mesh and then join it. Now we have the up part and here the down part. Select first the object, press then Command A and apply scale and repeat it here for the up part, Command A and apply scale. Now we have all scale values back on 1 and can easily transform it. Oh, the down part you can rescale now. I use 0.6 in X and Y and 0.8 in Z. And for the up part 0.6 in X and Y and in Z 0.7. Bring it better to the right position, go to set origin to center of mass and now bring the feeds here on the side to the right position, guys. Alright, I already did it before on the other project, so it's not perfect now. If you get the project file on Patreon, you will get, of course, this project file here. And yeah, when you're happy with the result, we need again the mirror tool. Select, for example, this part here, go to mirror and select this body here to copy it. In the next step, select all other parts. And in the end, the part who has already the mirror deformer. And now you can go here under this icon and go to copy to selected. And now we have everywhere our feeds. Perfect, guys. Now we will add the details on the head. For this, we have to select all head elements. Go now convert to mesh. And now every modifier is applied. Alright, now select the head and add a subdivision surface. Change the value to 4 in both windows and select now the teeth, the nose and the head. Go here under this icon and copy to selected. Perfect. The next step, select again the teeth, the nose and the head and join it. So that we can edit the head better, make the sensors invisible. select the head and convert it to mesh. And now we remesh the head again. So save the file, guys. And now we can start. Go here under the modifier tag and select remesh. We take a value of 0.01 and take a check mark under shade smooth. And now we convert it again to a mesh. Perfect. So now we go to the sculpt mode and choose again first the smooth tool. We change the radius to a smaller radius. Now smooth everything here out. Also the teeth. That looks good. Now we take the inflate tool, make the radius to 15, change the strength to 1, and now you can inflate it here around. So I think 20 is better in this case. After it, you can repeat it here also on this side. Alright, so here under the teeth we also inflate it. Now we take the flatten tool and flate out the nose part here. Perfect. When you're happy with the result, go back to the object mode and make the sensors visible again. So guys, we are almost ready. We put now the last details inside. So first we need a new UV sphere. Change the radius to 0.15. Bring it here to the front. Do something like this, shade it smooth and change scale Z to 0.8 like this and copy and paste it. The next step, we take this trunk, copy and paste it, bring it here down and rescale it and bring it here to the right position. In the last step, we make the eyes hyper realistic. And for this, we need a new UV sphere. Change the scale value to 0.015, or I mean the radius here in this case. Rename it to eye detail. Select now the eyes, go here under this tag and create a new particle system. Change now to hair. Go now here under the renderer tag, change to object, put here the eye detail inside, change the random scale to 1 and increase the number to 23,000. That looks good. Do you want the whole project file?
You can have it.
With over 70 other files that we have already created together, guys. You can find them on my Patreon, link is in the caption.
The materials.
Now you can download all HDRI maps and textures for the material part.
Go, go, go. Download it.
And let's move on with the tutorial. Alright, now we came to the cool part, the material part. But before we start, we insert first the camera. If you know how to insert cameras and stuff like this, you can skip this part. Alright, press here now the camera icon and now you can here zoom out. Get your perfect render scene. Go now also under this tag and we change the render region to 1080 by 1080 pixels. And I also work a lot with focal length to get a more spectacular render region. I choose here 150, get this result. The next step, we insert also a plane as a background. To create our first materials, we go to the top left corner until a plus appear, and here we change to shader editor. Now we can create materials at the same time as we see our 3D object here. And we also change to viewport shading 4. Now it's black because there's no lightning. And yeah, so let's start with the lightning, guys. Here we have to change in the world mode and here we search for environment texture. Press now open and now you can insert here the HDRI map. You can find the link in the caption to my Patreon account and there's the HDRI map for free. Alright, now it looks like this and we can go back to the object mode, select the plane or the background here on new to create a new material, change it to the color black. And we take for metalness 1. So the next material is the eye material. Select it, press the plus icon here. And first we change the color. This is my color code if you want to use it. It is a red-orange color. And we change metalness to 0.6 and roughness to 0.3. Now we can rename the material here to eye. And we have to select also our eye detail. and put here our eye material on it. And as you can see, we get this glitter sparkling effect on the eyes now. Perfect. In the next step, we create our main material. Select one object here, press the plus icon and rename it to bug material and make it in the beginning, for example, blue. So now you can select all things of our insect and in the end select the blue object here. And now you can press this icon and select copy material to select it. Now we can see, alright, we have selected everything that we need. Perfect. So first we take our material and make it first white again. Change metalness to 0.5 and roughness to 0.3. The next step, we search for color ramp and here we change the color to blue or take a color of your choice. This is my color code. And now you have to change the gradient. Put here white to the beginning. You can make it also longer to get a better overview. So, and press now the plus icon to create a new color and make it white again. So, and now you don't see so much because we have also to search for Fresnel. I love the name. Alright, okay. And now you can see, okay, it changed a lot. So, play with the values. I wanted that it get here white outlines because we have a dark background. So this is this color here. And when you change here the blue color, you can increase and decrease how bluish is the whole insect. So I really like this result. Now we get this texture here on the whole body. And for this we have to search for bump, then take height and search for image texture. After it, search for mapping and texture coordinate UV. And here we change to camera. Alright, here we insert now a bump map. You will get the bump map also on my Patreon. Link is on the caption. And now everything looks like this. To change it, we go here under strength and choose a value of 0.2. So now we also want this color ramp on the bump map. And to mix it, we need a mix and connect it here with the base color and the image texture with B. Alright, and now we take the mix and connect it here with height. Sorry guys, now you get a better overview. Tefty looks like this and take the color ramp again and put it to the base color. Perfect. So, if you like it so strong, leave it like this. But I think it's a little bit too strong. I change it to 0.1. Become a member on YouTube and get access to the member-only videos. And to all missing textures. To finish this project. There you also get access to the secret color adjustment videos. Get this mesmerizing result only in a few minutes and free softwares. Become a pro now and bring your animations to the next level. Link is in the caption. 3 reasons why you should follow me on my social media channels. 1. There you can get exclusive shoutouts if you tag me at Art Invader. 2. There you can vote for upcoming projects. 3. Exclusive quick tips to get a pro in 3D. Thank you for your support, guys. And that's it. Well done, Art Invaders. If you like the video, please leave a like, follow or comment. And we see us in the next week.